Okay. Hi guys. Um I'm not gonna really wait to get this started. I just wanted to make something, whether it be a live stream or a video, about the comments that have been on the Isla abuse video, and I wanted to read them. And it might be reading the replies as well as me stating my opinions that I, have on the spot. I wanted to do this live because I want you guys to understand my raw emotions towards this. Because people were saying that I was scripted and that, this was a bunch of bogus or whatever. And so, let this happen because, I'm going to just tell it how it is, whether or not I be cursing at people or getting upset. So, let's get this started because it might be about an hour video because I'm going to explain what I have to say. Okay? I might not be reading the comments frequently or the chat on here because I want to read these comments out and focus on them more than focusing on the chat right now. So I just say hi, guys. Hi, what's up? And I just want to get this pretty much going so I can get this started. If you guys have not seen the video yet, or you've already seen it, already commented on it, or have your opinions on it, just chill out until I have time to kind of explain, my feelings on it, I guess, and to talk about some of these comments that are coming on here and some of the, just some of the stuff. And Horizon, stop guessing what type of shirt I'm wearing. That's upsetting. Okie doke. So, I'm going to start off with some nice comments because those were the top ones that people liked the most. The most popular, I guess, because they were probably the first ones that were there that were, paying attention, reading, doing all that stuff, making sure. Hi, David. We're just talking about this. Name Changer says, "Hey, I finished watching the video, and I agree what he and his staff is doing is disgusting and unfair. Paying $25 for a dinosaur I'm probably gonna lose? I can go buy a game from Steam with that amount of money. I've only stayed in their Discord just to see what happens. I have played on this server maybe once or twice, but that's about it. But yeah, myself as being a co-founder of a realism server and a head admin on a used-to-be server, it just annoys me that a person I used to be a fan of has turned out like this. Have a good day as well, Ryuk." Couldn't agree more. All I gotta say is I couldn't agree more with that because it's just kind of, it's appalling to see these sort of things in action. Honestly, it's really just really kind of gross. I don't know with what they've been doing. All right, so there was not much I could really say about that comment other than I do appreciate Name Changer for saying things like that. So Proper says reading all the comments trying to defend or about the people trying to defend him is hilarious. Can't lie, they kind of are because I mean, there's no point in defending somebody who's already done this, this stuff and has done it before and after. So that's all I got to say about that one. Okay. Diana Shepard says, "Hi, Smiley. I just want to say how awesome it is that you are standing up to speak out on the corruption going on in Insomnia's server. I myself have played on that server and have seen how disgusting the drama and abuse of power can be. I was playing as a subadult Giga once. I hunted a baby para and killed it fairly without breaking rules, only to be run down by an adult para on a revenge spree. I recorded it all, got the evidence together, and made my report on the incident, and then had to wait 3 hours until finally giving up and logging off. I was told by the moderators that I had to be patient and to wait for an admin to help. Then the admins told me to never ever message them again because they have their own lives. Right there, that really shows how those admins play. They do not have time. Literally, they do not have time to deal with these people. Yet they wonder why I'm making a video about this. They don't have time to deal with these sort of things. That's ridiculous. If you are applying or you're a moderator, an admin somewhere, you have to have the time to deal with reports, to do your job. It's not okay. It is literally not okay. And sorry for the lag if that's happening. Just, yeah. Alright, so then there's more to this. I understand that people can be busy, especially on a big server, but all the mods and admins were in a single channel together with Insomnia and Cease playing together while they recorded their latest video. This is why they were all too busy to help me. That's fucking ridiculous. That should have never happened. Ever. You're not too busy to help somebody. Unless you are dealing with something in real life or it's something, super imperative that you need to deal with now. You signed up for when you became an admin or a moderator to deal with reports that happen on your server and to help the people on your server, not to tell them to go get fucked, basically. That's not okay. That is not, no. You don't do that to people that play on your server, and especially people who fucking pay money to play things on your server, aka non-survival dinosaurs. And we'll get to that in a minute. But that's fucking ridiculous. No one, especially those moderators or admins, should not have the time to help somebody out with a report. That's ridiculous. Why is it streaming so bad? I'm just going to stand in one spot so the stream output's not too terrible. Okay, yeah, I'm just standing in one spot. It's fine. Yeah, they are. They really are rubbish, aren't they? Fucking ridiculous. Okay, so Paxilly says, I will still watch Anthomnia, but I was disgusted about how it was realism or semi. I believe Anthomnia should get his act together and actually make an actual realism server and not a sandbox. I agree with that, but I don't want to see him making a realism server if this is how he's gonna act. It's not just him. As I have stated before in the comments, is that it's not just him doing all of this. It's his staff. It's him and his staff that are pulling this. He needs to get their act together and deal with them because they are his staff. He needs to deal with them. He really needs to deal with them. And also, what else was I going to say about that? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm sure he likes realism, but that's not how you do it. Oh, yeah, I was going to say something. Okay, so what I was going to say was, why is the output so terrible today? Hold on a minute. No, it's showing that it's fine on mine. Okay, so as I was saying, Anthomnia did post up an apology video about, all that stuff, but I mean, I don't know how much of it I'm going to believe coming out of him, considering that, it had been a problem for a while, and he only chose to address it now. And it should have been addressed a while back. And even if he didn't do it on one of his videos, he should have addressed it. He should have been professional about it. He should have been on top of it, especially if he had seen that video and had saw the proof that was happening. He should have dealt with it. And it shouldn't have even happened. That's the problem. It shouldn't have happened. Period. Okay. So now we're getting into a more negative comment that somebody had posted. At 4:10 in the video, so you're telling me that you aren't even sure what the rules are on the server. Of course I do know what the rules are. I've read them. Yeah, I've read them. It's been about a month. I'd have to refresh myself up on them. But yeah, I probably have read them. Well, probably I have. It's not that hard. The rules on there are pretty damn simple. I mean, I've played on Rogue Realism, where the rules were like a million times harder to understand than the rules on here. So don't tell me that I don't know what the rules are. Because unless I am breaking a rule and I actually say that I don't know what the rules are, probably know what the rules are. Might take me a while to memorize them, but I know what the rules are. And there they said, I understand, yes, this was a rule break taking place for these two Rexes and admins and should have done something about it, but you can't claim a whole server is trashed because of a few admins on it. I didn't really claim a whole server was trash. I may have probably said that in the video, but that server would probably be a lot better if it didn't have these people, or if they changed their attitude and changed the way that they moderate. Then maybe it would be a better server to play on. You know, that's my opinion, and I'm allowed to have that. Seen as Anthonia's video or current video on this, you can get his side of the story. From what he stated, refunds were given back because of the incident, and at 5:11, you even admit Antonia was AFK for most of the time. Okay, but I wasn't saying that Antonia was the biggest fucking person around here. That was an issue. It was his entire staff team. That's what you guys don't understand, is that it was his entire staff team that was on there doing that. It's not just him, and that's what people are getting upset for, is because I'm apparently targeting Insomnia about this, and I'm not. I really am not. It's his whole entire staff team that need to get in trouble about it too. He needs to get in trouble, and they need to get in trouble. That's pretty much all I'm saying. Alright, so I will say, or they said, I will say that Insomnia is known to cheat himself and others back to Apexes, but it's his right. He owns the server as a content creator on YouTube. Okay, I understand that he owns the server, that he deals with it, that he moderates it, and, all that good stuff. But let me give you a prime example of where people didn't use Apexes or even go Apexes, because the admins and moderators weren't actually allowed unless they were given the role, and it was a fair role. What would it on Rogue Realism? Admins, moderators, yeah, they always had the possibility of becoming an Apex just like any other player did. But did they always? No. Just because they were an admin and did stuff for the server, does that mean that they're allowed to have Apexes just because they own the server, or that they're an admin on it or a moderator? No. Doesn't give any of them the right to. And if they were truly realistic, they would have probably done a role system, or they wouldn't have just gotten Apexes, period. But since they are partially survival, and do allow other people to be Apexes, for one, they shouldn't have been an old Rex to begin with. Does more damage, is faster than even a Giga's run, and has a higher bone break chance. But then, not to mention that they're able to just instantly go back to it, even after dying. So, I don't know. Whatever you guys want to say. Why is this buffering so weird? That's just weird. Okie doke. Tab back in. Okay. Alright, so he did. Okay, so the guy continues to say he wants to make the fun, action-packed video for his viewers. That's great to know. He did admit in his video that he shouldn't have done or let others do what they did and apologize for it and saying it won't happen again. Okay, I understand that he would apologize for it and say it won't happen again, but sure as shit it's probably gonna happen again, because you know what? No one has gotten actually in trouble for this happening. Yeah, people were upset about it, but something needs to happen in order to actually stick to them, because you know what? It's not, like you said, it's not the first time that he's done it. So why would he apologize and be like, oh, I'm so sorry? That doesn't make sense. But okay. Alright, so I finally want to alert the person making this video wasn't involved in the actual incident, but commenting on it and then goes to plug your own server. So do with it what you will. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, I wasn't involved in the incident, but I'm commenting on it. I am. That's what he said. And plugging my own server at the end, I would have absolutely plugged like Rogue Realism or Risen Reborn. But I already said in the video, if you had watched the whole thing, that I didn't want to get them involved because they may have gotten, into it with more of you guys. And that's exactly what I'm trying to prevent. Is because since I'm able to just cram it in this video, I'm able to let them not, have the issue. And also cram it into my server, I'm able to not let them have that issue. So take it as you will, even if I'm advertising my server, I'm advertising it so that people who are coming from this server that has known to have abusive admins, as well as people who are just completely, you get it. And I'm basically telling them, hey, there's another server open if you want to go join it. Because this server will actually treat you right and won't be that corrupt. That corrupt? That sounds kind of... I mean, it wouldn't be corrupt, period. It wouldn't be like them. It wouldn't be like Evonia's server. It wouldn't be like Isla Nycta. Okay, so DigiStudios basically, in his comment, he says, it's funny how he complains about other realism servers, how they're not realistic, but then he's not doing anything realistic on his own fucking server. But I'll still watch him. I won't like and comment. Or watch his video, excuse me. And I said, and in my reply to him, or my reply now, is that I don't know anything about him saying that other people aren't playing realistically. Yeah, I don't know that. But if he has, then, I mean, he could be playing realistic most of the time, so... Bitch, what the fuck? Shut up, Digi! I'm talking shit about you, it's fine. Well, I'm not exactly bothered by this as much as, like, the next person is about it. It's just that I'm bothered by the people who are constantly thinking that I'm doing this just so I can get my server out there. I'm doing this just to put a bad name on Insomnia, which neither of them are the case, but people don't see it from how I do. So I'm doing my reading comments now so that people understand, hey, this is different. God damn it, did you stop being rude? Anyways, so let's continue to go on. This one, oh, I've seen this one before. Jacob Buller says, heads up, I'm not defending Insomnia, but people don't pay to be the Spino or other creatures. They pay so they can play as the Nycta when the dev kit update comes out. Just when they pay, they're allowed to ask to be non-survival creatures. That's paying to play as a non-survival dinosaur. Literally what you just said, saying just when they pay, they're allowed to ask to be non-survival creatures. When you pay people money and you're allowed to become something just because you paid, that is paying for it. You are paying for the privilege to become this dinosaur, and that is illegal. Very illegal. Highly illegal. It is not allowed. Not allowed, period. At all. And people shouldn't even be paying for the Nycta. At all. Because mods aren't allowed to be paid for on the Isle. Period. Period. Because I've already discussed this with, like, Alex. Because I was wanting to get him to be, someone to help me with the dev kit. I'm technically not allowed to pay him to make me a mod. I'm not allowed to pay him. It is not allowed. You're not allowed to pay someone to make mods. You're not allowed to pay someone, to be a modder. You're not allowed to mod for someone for payment. You are also not allowed to sell other people's dinosaurs. It's not allowed. And that's why Risen Reborn got in trouble, is because it is not allowed. Period. You are not allowed to sell dinosaurs. You are not allowed to sell someone the privilege to be a dinosaur. It is on the game. People are playing even more than what the game is, just to be these dinosaurs. It is not allowed. Period. You are not allowed at all to sell dinosaurs. And people should not be buying them just because it's Anthomnia server. People should not be buying these. People should not be selling these. It is not allowed. Period. And I'm so passionate about this because it's not allowed. You should not be doing that. People should not have to pay for the privilege to become a dinosaur. That is not allowed. Risen Reborn got in trouble for that shit. It is not at all allowed. Period. At all. And Jacob, you basically just admitted that they are selling those dinosaurs. It is not allowed. At all. This is exactly why this server is not very good. It's because they sell this shit. It is not allowed. Period. The server is doing illegal things. It is not allowed. That is just, it's disgusting. It's not cool. You can't do that. And people have gotten in trouble for it. You cannot do that. You're not paid for the privilege to be something. That is fucking stupid. You're not allowed to do that. Don't know how many times I've already said that, but you are not. No. Okay. Alright. Whew. Yeah, he should be getting in legal trouble for it. 100% he should be getting in legal trouble for it. It's not allowed. Well, the thing is that Dondi hasn't seemed to really do anything about it. Because he's just seeming to allow it. But maybe, I don't fucking know. I'm not in the loop of things. Maybe I'm just stupid as hell. Maybe I don't know nothing. Shit. Alright, so let me get on to the next comment before I get upset again. Because that just pisses me off. That people are able to just fucking make money like that. That is not allowed. Okay. Amber Rain says, any negative comments? Okay, so this part was when at the very end of the video that I wasn't gonna allow negative comments, but I did, and now I'm doing a stream on it. So yeah, fuck me, right? Anyways, any negative comments sounds like you're not allowing people to have their opinion just because you might disagree with them in the slightest. Okay, maybe I do disagree with them. It's my YouTube video. I can choose whose fucking comment shows up on anywhere on my videos. If you have something I don't like, I'm going to delete it. But I haven't, have I? I did not delete any of the comments that were on that video. Unless they are racist and vulgar and extremely rude to other people, I'm not going to remove them. You can have your opinions. It's fucking America where I live. I don't know where the fuck you live. But it's America. I'm allowed to have my opinion. You're allowed to have yours. So that's exactly why I haven't removed any of the comments. Because, yeah, they are negative. But it doesn't really matter to me. I don't recall, or she continues to say, I don't recall Anthomnia going out and making videos on other admins of servers that he disagrees with. Well, that doesn't matter because he pretty much gets whatever he wants wherever he goes. But then again, this wasn't about him. It's about his staff. And that's what I don't understand that you guys don't understand, is that it wasn't just him. So, I don't know what you guys want me to do about that. Okay, the attitude in which you address this is quite vulgar. Although everyone is allowed to have their opinions, I feel that this attack was quite uncalled for just to get new members on your server. I'm not attacking nobody. I'm pointing out what they did wrong, what they can do better. Even if I did say that, I'm saying my opinion. As you said, I'm allowed to have my opinion. And I'm not really attacking anybody in particular, other than the staff members. And people are getting so upset because I'm attacking Anthomnia as well. And that's what that's their go-to, is that, oh, you shouldn't attack Insomnia because Insomnia is the greatest. I'm not just talking about him. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about everybody. So, okay. And then they continue to say, there's a right and a wrong way to go about advertising. I do not find this method to be the right way at all. I've already said this before. I would have advertised other people, but I'm just trying to get people to have something that they can redirect themselves to, because that server is not good in the state that it is in. And I firmly believe that. And if ever anyone wants to come and change my mind about it, you go for it. Because you know what? Why did that sound wrong? What do you mean? They were saying, well, because people didn't appreciate me advertising my server. And I understand that. That's okay. They can have their opinions about it, but I don't really care. Because you know what? I'm trying to redirect people to a better server that they can have a better time on. And I would have plugged Rogue Realism, I would have plugged like Risen Reborn, but as I said, I didn't want to mention them because I knew this was going to happen. I knew exactly that this was going to happen. I was just waiting for the video to blow up, and now it has almost 800 views because of this. And it is negative. Alright. So they continue to say, if you are addressing a problem at hand, you would best leave your identity anonymous. No. If I'm addressing a problem, I'm not going to hide behind a computer screen. I'm not going to hide behind my YouTube channel. I'm not going to hide behind a persona named Ryuk. I am me. I am here. I'm going to express my opinion whether you fucking like it or not. And I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong. Okay? I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong. And if you don't like it, that sucks. You didn't even need to be on my YouTube channel in the first place. You didn't need to watch the video in the first place if you don't agree. And if you don't agree and you have an opinion that you want to state, that's fine. I respect that. And this is your opinion. But I'm just telling you now that I'm not going to leave myself anonymous because I want to protect myself. I do not care. I literally do not care. Because the only thing I care about is trying to get people the respect and the dignity that they deserve. I guess, what would you call it? The repercussion or the rewards. They need the rewards. They need, I don't know how to explain this. They need to be, the people that were abused in this sense need to be reprimanded. They need, or I guess that would be the word for it, maybe. They need to be, rewarded back with all their stuff. And they were, apparently. That's what was said. But it should have happened at the time. And I wouldn't have made this video if it wasn't such a big deal to me. And I understand that I'm saying, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. Honestly, I care about getting these people what they deserve, whether it be a punishment or a reward. And I care about these people receiving adequate care, especially on these servers, instead of being pushed around and abused by admins. I mean, that's reasonable for me to be upset, right? Because I play on these servers on a constant. I love the Isle, okay? I play on it. Even though I might shit talk the Isle a lot, the Isle was the first dinosaur game that I ever played. And I played realism heavily. So I sincerely care that these people would get, the stuff that they get back, as well as apologies and other things. It's not, it's not just me. They made the video, they posted it up because they were upset. Because it was bullshit of what happened. That video has probably around 1,000 views. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's just that's what happened, you know? I'm not going to leave myself anonymous because I'm trying to stand up for people. It's not going to happen. Okay, they continue to say on the majority of the time that Insomnia was AFK, only wanting footage of an Apex battle, the situation at hand being the Apexes. Like any other comments below, the players who were affected were issued reimbursements. That's great. I'm glad that they got reimbursements. But that should have been dealt with at the time that it happened. And if it did, show me the proof. I do disagree with the fact that Cease came back as a full adult not even minutes later, which is unfair. Yeah, it is unfair. Watching the videos, though, I know a lot of them play realism, have time playing as babies, various carnivores and herbivores, chatting in Discord as they do. This would explain why another 2 admins know exactly where to show up. And let's face it, a lot of us use Discord to talk. It is much easier than typing, than you can see and easily meet up. Then you can easily meet up. Excuse me. I don't see anything wrong there. She says, I don't see anything wrong there. She doesn't see anything wrong with admins telling other admins to go kill players that just killed a dinosaur that they could get back in 8 minutes. Do you guys see anything wrong with that? See anything wrong with an admin allowing another admin to kill somebody just because they killed a dinosaur that they can get back in like 8 minutes? Other than the dinosaur of the player that actually just is going to be receiving the tail end of this, that has spent 7 hours or more growing as this dinosaur? Is there anything wrong with this at all? Using the voice chat to your advantage to tell people to go target? Do you see what might be wrong with that? I don't know, man. I guess I'm just fucking stupid. I guess I don't see what's wrong with it. Of course, I see what's fucking wrong with it, and everyone else does in the chat. Yeah, they're like, yeah, of course I see what's wrong with it. It's just like if anything on Rogue happened and people were targeting each other, they'd figure that out through voice chat. They would say that shit through voice chat. Using a voice chat to your advantage to target somebody, as well as making sure that the other admins are overeating the body so the other admins know when to come to go kill the other Rex pair, is not okay. That is not okay. And literally, Rain, you are saying that it is okay for people to use voice chats to go target other people. Especially admins doing it. You're saying that's okay. And it is not okay. You're not supposed to be using those voice chats to target people. That is not okay. At all. Period. Not okay. Not okay. Because you know what? Cease lost a dinosaur that they could get back in 8 minutes. It wasn't that big of a deal. The admins that were overeating that corpse should have just left the corpse and left it there. Instead of having the other players that were actually playing right, and then they went to go kill Insomnia because they wanted to eat the food. They wanted food. And they couldn't get food because those people kept overeating. I don't know. You know? Guess it's not wrong to target people. She continues to say, I rest my case, but to create an entire video to bash the admins of their server is completely uncalled for. They do what they can when they can, but to advertise your server is shameful. Okay, it's surely shameful when I'm trying to direct people to a server that's going to treat them fairly and not target them in a fucking voice chat, you cow. I'm kidding. You're not a cow. I don't even fucking know you. I'm going Gordon Ramsay on this shit. I don't even care. Okay. And I meant cow in a nice way, obviously. That's sarcasm. Get used to it. Okay, and then they continue to say, I'd rather gain a player standpoint, a better standpoint than a negative one like this. We all love the Isle. Let's not make it a place of drama and negativity, as many of us play it to escape reality and relax. I believe this video would have had the same impact without the negative narrative. Okay, so how are you supposed to address people who are rule breaking? Are you supposed to be all happy and giddy about it, or be serious, calm, and unbiased? Because sincerely, I was unbiased about it. I was really unbiased about it. 100% unbiased about it. Because I wasn't affiliated with Cease, Insomnia, Edie, or Eve. I wasn't affiliated with, I forget what his name was, the taco person, the Tacosaurus or whatever, the person who originally posted the video. I'm not affiliated with any one of them. So how is this video? I mean, yeah, it could be negative. It should be negative. This video is to talk about how they're abusing their powers. And a lot of people completely agree with me. It is not bias for me to say those things when I have no affiliation with any of these people. I may not like some people. Like, I might not like Insomnia. But that's not that I'm unbiased about it. Or unbiased. It's not that I'm biased about it. I'm really not. I'm not biased about it. I am interpreting a video the way that a lot of other people would interpret it. Pointing out the facts. Sorry, dog going off. Okay. So, I mean, if you don't want me to express my opinion, then, I mean, guess this ain't America for me. Whatever. Be nice, Bubba. Alright, Homie Turtle. He's been in some of my streams. I just got done watching the video and I totally agree with you on why you shouldn't play on this server. Its players and the admins are toxic and should really keep the server in check. And $25 for a Spino, really? The Isle costs less than that. Yeah, Doggo agrees. And yeah, people shouldn't have to pay more money just to fucking play as a dinosaur. That's ridiculous. 100%. Prozilla 2000 says, no offense, but I do agree with you with some of the things, but at the end I felt like you just did this thing to sponsor yourself. Oh yes, I did this to sponsor myself. I'm trying to give people a way to get out of that server, okay? They shouldn't have to stand there for that abuse just because there's, 100, 200 people on those servers. Legitimate. Like, I'm being forced to basically play those servers because there's literally no one else on the other servers. People should diverse themselves and not play on those servers and play on other servers and get them up to, 100 people that actually, have decent rules, have decent admins. Okay, whatever you want to say. KH says you should look at his video. He also gave them back Apexes free. The only reason that he did that is because he received such a bad backlash from people getting upset. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have cared to do that. But okay. I don't know if they ever do that. Because I've never lost my Apex to them because I've never grown as an Apex on there. Because I don't trust that server. Period. The Gaming Rex says, LMAO haters, sounds like there was a gun pointed to your head to say this. I hope he comes right back at you and attack you. Fucking go for it, Insomnia. If you really think that I'm worth your time, make a video on me, because you know what? I guess that'd be better than wasting your time clickbaiting everybody. Oh wow, I guess I am fucking biased. No. I was looking at that video at an unbiased standpoint, but I don't agree with the stuff that he does on his channel. But that's my opinion. Okay, Depressed says, I just felt I had to say this. I don't love Insomnia, and I don't like his videos very much, but I still watch him time to time. Anyways, he pointed out in his latest video that he apologized, and the people involved were reimbursed, and they would not do this if they had realized what had happened and felt bad about it. All of you people are just looking at one video from a biased person who wants to plug your server and making up your minds. Yes, I did it just to plug my server. This is exactly why I wanted to make this stream, was because I'm trying to explain to you I wasn't just plugging my server. You're forgetting the whole thing. You're making it about one thing when it was about a whole bunch of other things. I'm not biased. I don't like Insomnia, but I've already said this a million times. It's not just him doing this. It's his whole staff team. Shit. Okay, they continue to say, if I were to make an assumption, then it would be that you're the ignorant ones that make it unfair to Anth and all the people who work hard to make the server fun for everyone. Well, the server is obviously not that fun, considering that people are getting upset about this. Upset and having to post those videos and make it, and they're getting a lot of traction, and then now they're dealing with it, even though this happened about a month ago. I don't know, man. Seems kind of stupid. Alright, Ryan Bahi, or I Am a Stego. Watch a full-scale war of people trying to defend Antonia coming. You defenders of Antonia already lost. Here's the proof that you can't fight against the truth. Bam! There you fucking go. Stats Simmons says, LOL, who cares? He owns the server. You can do whatever you want. The people on there if they don't like it, shouldn't play there. Well, a whole server's point is to make it so that you should like being there. But okay. Your video sounds like you're trash talking the other to put yourself in a good position. I'm not really trash talking them. I'm telling the truth. And I'm pointing out the truth and making it so that people know what the fuck's going on. And you don't need to pay for dinosaurs. You can play without paying for anything. Those who are paying aren't forced to do it, and they do it of their own will. If you want to promote your server, then do it without trash talking the other. That's my opinion. Again, not promoting my server just because I want to be an asshole about it. I'm promoting it to let people know that there's another option, that they don't have to play on Anthonia's servers. They don't have to play on his servers. And I understand that people aren't forced to pay for dinosaurs. But they shouldn't pay for dinosaurs, period. And I'm going to go on a rant again. No one should be paying for dinosaurs. It is illegal. No one should be paying for dinosaurs. That is illegal. Okay, so let's continue on. Chinese Potato Salad says, LOL, I joined Isla Nycta for a whole 10 minutes before leaving it. Okay. Frosty Primal says, I'm going to unsubscribe to Anth. Thanks for opening my eyes. You're welcome. Eggnog Hot Fluff says, God, what a horrible server. That's a bullet dodged. Couldn't agree more. Corona says, or Joshua Gacy says, Corona here. I know I've said a lot of dumb stuff and probably my lame stuff about my suggestions on my server. Talking about Rogue, because I've had issues with this guy in the past. You heard it now, ladies and gentlemen. Selling dinosaurs are illegal. That should be my slogan. Selling dinosaurs are illegal. Okay. So he continues to say, Krona says, Anth is a scumbag, and I'm glad Dondi is personally wanting to waterboard him. That's so terrible. Fuck. Alrighty then. Doodaddy Eater says, just proves how horrible Insomnia is. For all the fools that go on his server and support him, shame on you. Because this is corrupt, horrible, and extreme admin abuse. Okay, I'm going to skip that one. Mike S says, sounds like you are taking advantage to the situation to promote your own server. I agree with you, but I don't think that was a good idea at the end. It may have not been a good idea, but I'm trying to redirect people to a server that they can play on. I've probably said this like 3 or 4 or 5 times. Trying to redirect people. Because they shouldn't have to play on a server that abuses them. And the only reason why they're playing is so that, 1, they can see Insomnia, and 2, because it has a large population. This one's funny. Jeff AM 1986 says, I've encountered several instances of admin abuse on this server, and complaining does nothing in my experience. That kind of goes to show that that server does not care one bit about you. That you can't complain about something and people don't care on there. That doesn't make sense. You should be able to complain and have an opinion and, be upset that they're doing something wrong. And they should understand that, address it with you, and deal with it. Especially with reports. That if you're having that hard of a time on there, especially with just, complaining about stuff and having an issue with what they're doing, it's obvious that server doesn't really care. John Michael says, oh wait, what is Insomnia doing? You should not be doing that. Talking about what happened on the video. Okay. Alright. TBG Elite says, or underscore Elite says, friends always help each other, to be honest. If I was in that situation as Edie and I had a choice to kill my friend Insomnia or a random Rex, I'd obviously go for a random Rex. Okay, but that's not what happened. They were initially going to target a pair of Rexes over a single Rex, as well as they knew exactly where they were and they didn't have a body. So, okay then. As for C spawning in as adult Rex, I can understand why she did it. It's her server, but I don't understand that it was right to go defend it. She shouldn't be coming back 8 minutes later as a full adult Rex. They should be earning their dinosaurs like anyone else. Okay, I understand that it's his server, but it's not realistic. Also, the whole territory thing is that's how people play. There's no defined territory. Plus, he was injured at the end of the day. This is semi-realism. The realism aspect is 50-50, and I do believe some of this stuff is blown out of proportion. I mean, you can believe that, but I'm pointing out pretty much that all this shit that happened was not okay. Shouldn't have happened and should have been addressed. Should have been addressed more frequently. Alright, so then we get a comment. And I believe this, I don't know if it's a staff about the staff, but their name is Jackie. I'm actually going to check that right now and see if they are staff, because I think this person might be staff on there. Jackie. Not sure, but I have a feeling that this person is staff on there. Their name is Jackie. And they said that whole nobody seems to care about the Utah's biting the Rex is so bull. I went there myself. I was the turkey. Yeah, you were a fucking admin there, weren't you? And you were doing nothing about them overeating that body. Okay, guess I'm wrong about it. I went there myself. I was the turkey to tell them to back off, and I kicked 2 of the Utahs and popped that back into spectate. Regardless, I love how you can tell that they're reading from a script, and the opinions here are grossly one-sided and biased. Yeah, they're sure I'm biased when I'm telling people the truth about how this server is, dealing with the people that play on there. Surely it's very biased of me to express my opinion. Okay. And me reading off a script, I'm not reading off one. Because I'm proving to you now that none of that was scripted. Period. I'm doing this now. Telling you how I feel. Not scripted. It's live. So, I don't know what your point is. I pretty much said what I need to say on the original video, so yeah. Go there if you want to have some behind-the-scenes insight about what happened and after the shady crap that occurred. And yeah, I know this video is a month old, but this incident, and I'm still getting messages, oh my gee, did you see the video of the staff 111? Yeah, I did. I saw it was taken care of. The dinos were given back, and just this person's receiving messages about this video. They really should. They should be receiving video or messages about this video because it is blowing up. It should have been dealt with a month ago. It should have been dealt with when it was a fucking issue. And so I replied back to them because I wasn't reading replies. I said to them, oh god, whoops. Realize that this video was posted around the same time as the other one was. The reason why it's blowing up now is because people are getting up who like Insomnia are getting upset. And how is it grossly unsighted and biased considering I do not have affiliation, as I have said, towards the people that I'm speaking about, as well as I'm pointing out the truth that everything the administrators have done or pointing out the truth that everything that they have done. Excuse me. And it sucks that you guys had to get backlash for it, but you really need it. And then, alright, so basically what I'm trying to tell them is that probably shouldn't be commenting on this video considering that it was a month ago that this happened. You should have dealt with it when it was the problem. Sorry that you're getting backlash for it, but you fucking need it. Evan comments, I got them feels seeing that old footage. The old footage on there. Yeah, that was some good stuff. Alright. Star Wars, the guy who was on the Wildlife Watch, he said, dude, go to hell. Piss off. It's just a game. Okay, it's just a game, but you're commenting on my video getting upset. Obviously. Okay. Allura Deathwing says, this is why I host my own server, XD. I'm like, well, yeah, good. And then Oval Mat Buzz, can't say their name. They said, oh well. JCass05 says, oh my god, you're so petty, get over it. And then Horizon says, I agree with name. $25 for an arc. Wait, what? I'm trying to understand what you're saying to me, Horizon, but yeah. Like, what the fuck? How she abuses her powers like that is not okay. Okay, I believe it. Leah King says, Antonia is the yeast. He is funny, but look like you have no subs. Oh. Okay then. D'Angelo Williams says, I love Insomnia because he's funny and creative in all of his videos. And I didn't know that there would be a Judge Judy on YouTube, so before you talk about someone, you talk about yourself and the stupid things that you say. Okay. I know I say stupid shit, but it's my YouTube channel, isn't it? I love this one. I just read it. It's nice. Lou88 says, I was actually kicked as a young aloe for killing an admin despite following the rules, and they are salty, biased people, and this video just proves it. I find it hilarious that he posted up a boohoo video complaining about the whole thing and trying to spin it as something that he knew nothing about, regrets despite he ignored the wrongdoings on purpose. The obvious intent was to have all of his fans throw mini temper tantrums. Good on you for keeping this video up. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That is fucking legit what I was saying. That is so hilarious. Honestly, it really is. Like, I don't believe anything that he said in his video, and I don't care that a lot of people disagree with me, because I don't believe him. Alright, Caden Coates says, who cares? That just makes you boring. Well, at least I'm not as boring as clickbait Insomnia. Haha, more unbiased opinions, am I right, guys? I'm kidding. That's just terrible. So, that's pretty much all the comments that I can see on here. I'm just glad I pretty much got through all of them. I didn't read the replies and stuff because a lot of them were just fights between people. But, that took about an hour to talk about. And I'm pretty sure everyone understands where I'm coming from and why I'm upset about it. And I'm not necessarily really upset about it now. I'm just, people need to be told what they're doing wrong and how to fix it. And even if I really didn't tell them how to fix it, they should know what they've been doing wrong. They know that they probably seen the video because it's been around. This should have been dealt with when it happened. And the reason why I'm making this now is because I'm I'm irritated that people think that I'm doing something for a certain reason when in all reality I'm not. Why is the stream lagging so bad? It's just having a bad time. It's fine. But so yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that to you guys. I mean, you know, I what do you guys think about that? Like, I want to hear it from you guys. What do you guys think of all this? What are your opinions about this? Because I want to know how people think that, after I'm explaining, why I'm doing this. What do you think about all this? It's just I really wish someone was here that, disliked me and would watch this video while I'm talking about it. I wish everyone who commented on that video was here to watch because then they would understand what I'm saying. Well, that's one way to put it, Tony. Horizon, do you got an opinion on it? Other than the one that you've already said on the video? Pretty much that you agree properly that it is just wrong? I'm pretty sure everyone agrees here properly that what happened was just wrong. Youngster, I honestly think Anthomnia is a douche, but I hope they realize that their mistakes and they will fix it. I believe that Insomnia is probably a nice person in real life. Like, if you talk to him on a voice chat, I'm sure that he's a pretty decent guy. It's just the shit that's been happening is what, is really stirring the pot. So, yeah, that's, yeah. A big one about what? A big one about what? I mean, I'll show you guys another fucking video of evidence right now if you guys want me to. I'll show you another video, like right fucking now. Because I want to end this off as something big. I want to make sure that they know that this has been happening. So I'm going to check it out and I'm going to show you guys what the fuck has been going on. Okay. Okay, so this guy, here. Let's display capture. Alright, so what happens is that this guy, I don't know if you guys can see this properly. Hope you guys can you? Can you guys see this okay? This video right here is from Vero Panda XL. He he shows pretty much what happened with another admin on Isla Nycta. So let's go and watch. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. Yeah, I know it's really dark, but I mean, anyone who's watching the video on like YouTube will be able to see it. So pretty much this Giga right here and this trike are sitting right beside each other, and that's against realism rules. And you see that right there? He was teleporting the Carno back. Teleporting him back like 3 to 4 times. See? Do you guys fucking see that? Minx teleported them back 3 to 4 times, and then the trike killed them when they were not supposed to be hanging out at all, period. So tell me that is not some sort of abuse. See, this was just another fucking instance of that happening. And I don't see why people don't understand that it is not just Anthomnia doing it. There's other admins. It's the other people who are doing that. It's not allowed. As well as using the delete command to be able to see who the person's name was. That is blatant abuse of their power. And this time, it's not Anthomnia who's doing it. It's Minx. They're not allowed to do that. At all. And yet, for some reason, I'm the bad guy here. Alright, guys, if you see this video, now you know. Now you know. Because that is straight abuse. And it is not just Anthomnia doing it. I have proven my fucking point. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end this off here because I have basically just proven my point a million times fucking over that this continues to happen even when shit is dealt with. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys' input and everything else that you guys have been doing for me. And I'll see you guys in the next stream.